hockey, and then you can go out into really nice weather.
Ice.
You know what I mean? And like walk around the town. Like
I will have some of that. Thank you.
Yeah. And if
I'll
you want to
just
see
pay
hockey
my
teams that actually win games, definitely don't go to Canada.
Yeah, Canada hasn't won an NHL title in a long time.
Yeah, keep the cup out of Canada.
I can
It's
remember.
the whole thing.
Can I just ask something?
Sure.
Like, on world stage, because obviously we get to see some world stuff, hasn't America like always been like either first or second
Really
anyway,
nice
or
weather.
third? As, like,
you know what I mean? And like walk around
Canada,
the town.
It's like Canada, Russia, and like America.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, if you look at like the national teams, yeah, because Russia, Canada, like Finland, ice hockey is basically a national sport in those places, right? So there's a ton of good players. They just don't all play on the same teams, right? So that's why they do really well in Worlds, but they don't do really well in the NHL because the NHL it's just all mixed up.
Got it. Oh yeah, it'll be like our professional, but like Premier League.
Like for instance, if you took like the best like all-star all Canada team and played them against like all-star US team, I don't know. Canada has a really good shot at winning that game. I mean, would they win? Who knows? But they have a good shot at it.
But it's pretty much like 55-55. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know what you're saying. It's be close.
Exactly.
It's a damn good match. Yeah. On another subject, I'm really hearing the music well this week. So I don't know if Bob's done his sound differently, but it sounds really good.
The irony is that actually my internet is like dragging fucking ass right now, but for some reason, I guess the sound is working.
Lovely. Maybe that's why.
Take it.
Testing. Okay.
I can hear you. Yeah,
1 2
you sound
1 2.
good. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2.
The other game, I was like, I misremembered the spell levels that you get stuff. I have in fact been playing that wrong. I've been nerfing myself a spell level since like level 3. I think I got like spell level 2 on level 4 instead of level 3, and I've been off by 1 since then.
We said something about that last session, and I think it came up.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I've been nerfing myself since level 3.
Since I created this character.
That's like, it's just like the very last session where it pretty much doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, that's fun.
Like 2 or 3 sessions, I forgot to add my dex bonus to my hit a while ago.
This is why I never can be a power gamer. I just
but...
nerf myself all the time.
Oh, it's always fun to make the game harder. Like, I wouldn't want to ever be zippy. I always try to have like a really basic character, and if I roll really good, then I'll nerf myself in some other way. Maybe it's just.
No, I never roll good enough for that.
Role play rather than be a god at everything.
Hello, David. Hello, Luke.
Hello.
Welcome to the final session of Temple of Elemental Evil. The very end session. Let's get started here, actually. The where we finished up last time, the group of you defeated Zuggtmoy and escaped the temple, which was falling down around you.
Without a scratch.
I did wonder that. The temple falling down around us. I did wonder that.
Yeah, it was collapsed.
And of course, not only did you defeat Zuggtmoy, but you were able to thwart Ayuza's attempts to gain the Orb of Golden Death.
Wow.
And you had an encounter with the dwarven god Clangeddon, who
allegedly
came through to help you
definitely
in a moment of great need and drive away Ayuz so you could fight Zuggtmoy unmolested.
I'm willing to be convinced.
So you defeated her, and the temple broke down around you, and we're gonna get a little narrative here because we're not gonna dick around for too much. And after recuperating yourselves, you began your journey back to Hommlet. With your various gains that you've received from the journey and perhaps a few scars as well. When you, on your journey back, you pass by through Nulb, and I don't want to say it was abandoned, but it was very lightly occupied, lightly populated when you went through the town.
Gosh, I search endlessly for my missus. It was supposed to be one of the gypsy boats. Have the gypsies gone?
Mm-hmm.
Shat.
And there's like none of the boats are in the at the docks along the river, and few people are in the tavern. The Otis, the smithy, Otis, his smithy was shuttered, and it seems to have been sort of cleaned out. Even Almanahena, the red-robed wizard, his wagon was gone, pulled up, taken away. Which you might have found to be somewhat strange. But you continued on your journey to Hommlet, which, takes some time, but that gives you time to, fully recuperate from your wounds and, learn spells, things like that. And when the day that you're going to reach Hommlet finally arrives, there's a certain level of excitement and anticipation of the splendors that the Inn of the Welcome Wench might offer you in terms of like food and drink, and the opportunity to research and make decisions about what you're going to do with the Golden Skull. Whether you're going to destroy it, try to keep it, or whatever. Greyash, of course, has special access to Byrne's library, which has some pretty heavy-duty research volumes, which might be of use. And you've also gotten some information that when you captured Jake of Jake and the Fat Man, he revealed to you that Byrne had been having the traders gather information about Golden Skull, the Orb of Golden Death. So you have this notion that perhaps Byrne does have some additional information about the orb itself. And so there's this sort of excitement or energy in the air as you approach Hommlet. But you start to notice some strangeness as you're getting closer to the town. Firstly, you notice that, like, as you're approaching the forests around and like the landscape, it's trampled. As if large amounts of people have come through here recently. Now, none of you, well, actually, we do have a tracker now, don't we? Ashwin. There's so many tracks. I'm not even going to make you roll for tracking, but there's so many tracks here that, you're seeing lots of man-sized humanoid tracks, but you're also seeing, like, larger, giant-sized tracks. And the tracks of larger beasts, what you would know as direwolves, which makes sense because you're also seeing goblin tracks. And so your hackles are raised as a group. That is punctuated by the fact that as you finally get close enough to where Hommlet is in the somewhat near distance, that you know that you'll soon be able to see the town itself, you can see that there are plumes of smoke rising from the town, and these aren't cook fires. These are things are obviously burning in town.
Not good.
Quickly. Hommlet is under scourge.
Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead and make a for JB. Make a hear noise check.
Will we have rested before getting
Oh
here?
yeah.
How long
Oh
is
yeah.
this?
Oh yeah. Everybody's fully rested, fully healed, full of spells.
The irony is that whatever it was that came to our aid healed us in full, and we didn't get hit afterwards.
Yeah, but it's still been a few days. It's like not like 1 day walk here, right?
And that was detect noise. Made it.
Okay. You can hear JB can hear the distant sounds of battle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shush the party, listen for it, and point them in the direction that I think the battle is happening.
Hmm.
Yeah, it definitely appears to be further down the road.
Spur my horse on quickly
Mm-hmm.
to go down the road.
The
The
evil
direction
that
of it.
was in the temple has made its way here after we destroyed the temple. We need to assist.
I've already gone, yeah, and read off.
Yeah.
All right,
Start
so
moving.
Roland starts running off or on his horse. The others of you, continue or don't follow him or whatever. But as soon as Roland kind of gets around the corner, the bend up ahead, you can see he sees further up ahead a number of figures sort of running in his direction towards him along the road, away from Hommlet and towards Roland now. A bunch of them appear to be of the humanoid variety. You see, a few smaller green skinned goblins kind of rushing, running along the road and along the trees and that kind of running towards your direction. There are also some bugbears.
Oh.
Much like the ones that Roland subjugated using the Orb of Golden Death. And then, and probably most concerning, however, are 5 massive, muscular, freakish-looking hill giants that are stomping down the road in your direction. As Roland goes around the bend on horseback, and I guess Ashwin is nearby. Who else has kind of gone ahead with Roland?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast what's it called, the Elven agility thing.
Cat's
What
Grace.
it's called? Cat's Grace. Yeah, I'll catch Sammy and catch up.
All right. So I'll say that you did that already, and you see them up ahead. I mean, it'll be around before they get to you, so you can all get a full action of what you'd like to do. So what would you like to do? I'll start with Roland because he's kind of at the front.
There's 5 of them, and all these men at arms as well with them. Did you say?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna let Roland go ahead and make a perception check for Roland, actually, because Roland is a veteran of many pitched battles, battles of larger groups of enemies.
Well, I rolled a 9. So what's it on?
What's your perception? Perception.
Oh, pass. Make a pass. 15.
Yeah. So Roland
I rolled a 9.
quickly assesses the combatants, and he notices that the giants and really all of them, but they look like they have some injuries.
Oh.
You see, one of the giants has a spear sticking out of the side of his shoulder, and another is kind of hobbling as he's got.
Does it seem like they're running in panic?
Leftovers.
Roland made it by 6. I'm going to say that it looks like, I wouldn't say that they're running in panic, but they're certainly not. They are running towards you,
You got yeah.
But it doesn't look like they're running. It's not like they're making a charge at the head of a battle. You know what I mean? Like towards you. It's more like you ran around the corner and they ran around the corner, and the two of you are running towards each other.
So they don't look like they're running to fight us.
They might fight you because you're in the path, but yeah, maybe.
Okay, so I briefly look back to see if my allies are with me, which obviously are the pack. And well, he's not a very wise guy, is he? My guy. So I think I just shout and draw my fucking bastard sword and like charge towards him, basically. Nothing new. I'm tempted for a second to use the skull because it's got powers.
Yeah, stop the bugbears. Turn them to our side. Have them fight the hill giants. Then hopefully they'll all kill each other.
But that was resisted. So no, I'm not going to use a power on the skull.
But you're on horseback right now. Are you staying on horseback?
No, I'll bail off.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
On foot.
I mean, obviously, JB cannot be talking to Roland right now as he's riding up on his horse and doing that. So we'll say that JB is currently the voice of Ayuz speaking in your head.
It's your
all right, so
conscience.
you slide down from your horse and pull out your bastard sword and keep running. All right, I'm going to say Luke Ashwin was probably next up because he was the next one who mentioned going that direction. So what is he going to do?
I can't fight from horseback, so fuck that.
I'm just gonna catch up with Roland and knock an arrow and be ready. I don't feel like attacking people that may not attack. They might be running for their lives. Who fucking knows? We don't know what's happening yet.
I think they definitely come to attack us. They've just been fought before. They've just had a battle before, haven't they?
We'll find out in a moment, won't we?
What's Luke's what's Ashwin's species enemy?
Lizard man.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Because if any of them show up, I'll shoot without thinking.
All right. What about Tuctrin, Dom?
So, we're trotting along. We see the smoke. We kind of hear some sounds, and then Roland just goes off, and Raven's blood, maniacal death, charge.
Yeah, typical Roland.
Yeah. So I would say typical, and then everybody starts following. I'm like, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna pull out an axe and I'm gonna go forward. I'm just move my my mount forward and try to catch up to them and see what the hell's going on.
All right. You can see what's up. Did you want to take any actions? Yeah, everybody gets a free round of actions. Is there anything else you want to do?
So, can I roll? I have a question. So you said it's bugbears, right?
There are some bugbears, and there's 5 giants, hill giants, and then there's also some goblins and such, but they're more out in the trees, around.
Right, like a raiding party.
I mean, I would say it's more than a raiding party. I mean,
right.
There's probably
what can I
you
see?
can just quickly glance, maybe a dozen bugbears and maybe 20 goblins.
So what I'm curious about are one of the giants one of the ones that escaped inside the temple that survived? Because we didn't kill them all.
No. Nope.
So okay, they're not.
Good thinking now.
It was. I knew somebody was going to ask me that.
Yeah, well. All right, so obviously they shouldn't be here and this place shouldn't be on fire. So, so I would say that I am going to... I'm just going to have my sword and shield out and I'm just going to prepare for a clash because I'm the last person up, so I'm kind of behind. So I'm going to come up behind everybody and just prepare.
Right,
and make sure and put myself kind of between wherever Gray Ash is and them.
Okay. What about JB?
Pretty much the same. I'm gonna wait and see if they're gonna start some shit or if they're gonna let us pass. But I've got my bow out and arrow nocked, and I'm standing to the side of the road, thinking I can get a shot off at a hill giant if needed without too much putting my companions in front of me in jeopardy.
Okay. And then finally, what's Grey Ash gonna do? You have a round before they'll be here, before we'd even do initiative. So what is Grey Ash? You get Cat's Grace off. It's moving quickly.
A magic missile, then why not?
Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. Could I use my strength on myself?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So you all do that. The giants are running in your direction. Roland pulls out a sword and starts running towards them too. Go ahead, David. Go ahead and do your magic missile. You can do it now before they're even up there.
Okay.
You going for the 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the giants?
Let's see. I rolled 15. Probably split between 2 of them, so half on one, half on another.
Okay.
15 is. Oh my god! It's actually a wild surge. It's been so long. When was the last time I had an actual wild surge from casting a spell normally? Which is funny. So as well as magic missiles, 57. Oh my god. Wow. Spell reversed if reverse is possible. What's the reverse of a magic missile?
It's like heal has harm, or like cure and harm.
Yeah, so I guess there is no reverse, so there's no like change.
And it hits you.
No, I think that's a different effect. There isn't a thing for like target caster. I think this is specifically the reverse of the spell.
Yeah, this would be like
anti-magic missile.
Like if you tried to cast darkness, you would have cast continual light instead. Like it's a opposite.
Yeah,
effect.
yeah. So sadly, there's no change to the spell. It's just a normal magic missile.
Ah,
how disappointing.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah. So 8, 9.
Could have been better.
10th level magic missile is something.
After what we've been through, I don't say could have been better. I'm just gonna say could have been worse.
Yep.
Classic black smoke.
Fireball.
Black smoke, I swear.
You kind of deserve it, brother.
Okay, this is 5.
Like session 55. Can't remember the characters' names. What would Matt Mercer think?
I don't know. So with, I guess on the one, the first bugbear takes, or ogre guy takes 3, 4, 5.
Giant.
8 damage. Giant takes 8 damage.
Okay.
The other one takes 8 damage. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, they grunt in anger and pain as they're rushing through, and these glowing missiles of magical energy cut through them, and they keep on running. At this point, as they get closer, and we're getting ready to do some initiative here, as they're kind of rushing up, all of you now see that they have like a bunch of wounds. The giants kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's a formation. This isn't exactly like, like a V formation, like trying to, come through you. But they kind of form up in the sense that they're all sort of rushing now at your group in the road, trying to it looks like they're trying to push through or maybe just destroy you along the way. The bugbears and the goblins, however, seeing you, seem to have very little interest in engaging in further combat, and they go rushing off kind of into the woods, sort of breaking off. So let's go ahead and do initiative, and we will we'll in our final session we'll continue our tradition of letting Dom roll initiative.
I was already ready for it. And that is a 3.
I mean,
Oh shit!
As a
already
3.
It's on
into
now.
the tradition of being murder hobos. We might as well.
All right, so you rolled a 3. All right. The Giants are running up 4. Anybody going 4? Well, actually, we have got to do declarations. What am I fucking talking
3.
about? We already rolled
to
initiative,
say.
but we forgot to declare. My bad. We'll not worry about it this one time.
Well, it's the same again for me. So
Well,
it's
mine was
probably a
just-
4.
I do a Braveheart. I could go, and then like go, duck and go, one of the giant shins. Fuck you.
They'll never take our freedom. All right.
JB goes, oh, they could take your life.
Is JB shooting his bow?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a shot off at a hill giant who looks the most injured.
-2.
And what about
Right.
Ashwin? Luke?
Ashwin gets to fire a shot before initiative. Now, I'm
Does
just
he?
gonna have to.
3.
Yeah, he's bow specialist.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, he can do
So
it.
he'll
but
go
he has to
first.
miss.
But yeah, I'm shake my head solemnly and shoot at one of them.
And is Tucktrin gonna stand there, look like a boulder, and destroy something that comes near him?
Effectively, yeah.
Okay. All right. So first is actually Ashwin here, David, because Luke gets a shot off, or Luke's character gets a shot off before initiative. So go ahead and take your shot. For Ashwin there, Luke.
AC 0.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Now, are you targeting a specific one?
One of the ones that is actually interested in engaging in combat. I'm leaving the ones that are running off into the trees. I don't care much for
It's
them.
only the giants that seem to be brave
Then I'll
enough
shoot
to
a
take
giant.
on the warriors. Okay.
Whichever one's closest to me.
Okay.
That'll be large then 1d8. Where's my d8? There.
They are large.
Sorry.
6 damage.
All right, the arrow pierces into his side and kind of like sticks there, and you can see a little bit of blood spurt out. And as you do, you notice that tied to his belt, like on that side, you can see several like human heads like hanging from his side. Probably farmers, you would say.
Nah.
That makes me feel better about shooting at it. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so that was before initiative. Now on 4, I believe that Grey Ash goes with his missiles.
Okay, against one of the giants that I hadn't hit is another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 damage.
Ooh. All right,
Firing them all off.
and that's all on all the missiles hit 1.
Yeah, all in one.
Okay. All right, and yeah, so several of the missiles go flying into the creature, leaving burn marks all over it. Again, you can see that he's taken other damage. Maybe there's a bit of worry on his face now, actually, as he's taken some more of these. None of these giants look like they're in the best of shape. Although the one that had the farmers' heads at his side seemed to have been doing better than the rest. On that's 4, 5.
Me. Chop.
Roll into Raven's blood. Rushes to the front. In fact, the one that's closest to the front is the same one that Ashwin just hit with an arrow. The one who has the farmers' heads. Go
I
ahead.
want to chop him, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
actually, it's 6. It's 3. It's 3. Sorry. Next phase. Sorry.
Are you coming in again, Luke? We might have lost Luke and then got Luke back.
We rolled a 3, yeah? Or a 2?
You rolled a 3.
Yeah, 6. Sorry.
All right, so anybody going 5? All right, then 6.
Yeah! 200 fucking bastard sword of death.
Oh,
Chop
it's so
that.
powerful against a large creature.
Chop that fucking shin. Right. Oh, that's armor class Like -4, probably.
Yes, hill giants are not hard to hit, but they hit hard.
Well, it's a 12 on a 14 thacker.
Yeah, you're
Loads
good.
of pluses. What's it? What is it? What's a bastard sword? 2-handed now. I haven't used it in ages. Was it? Is it 2d8?
I think that sounds right. Let's see here. Two-handed, 2d8. Yep, 2d8.
Fuck, I dropped my dice. I'll have to roll
Brutal,
1d8
dude.
twice.
So brutal.
A 4 and a 4. Ah, shit. 8 plus 7. No, plus 8. 16. No, plus
Jesus.
7, sorry. 14.
8 plus 7 is 15.
There you go, sorry. It's late for me.
Yeah, no. I mean, you cut into his leg. His thigh just goes a piece of his thigh flesh just goes spinning off into the forest nearby, and there's just blood splatters all over the raven cloak. Well, I don't even know if Roland has a raven's cloak, but
why not?
we'll say it splatters all over Roland's WWF championship belt. And the creature roars in pain. He's still alive, but a massive gash. All right, so that was at 6, 7.
7. That's. Oh,
Shaby.
I'm sorry. No, I go on 8, not 7.
All right, then 8.
All right. Firing at the hill giant that looks the most injured. The
Yes,
sight of the heads did not change my mind.
it wouldn't.
All right. Arrow flies. That is a 16. That would hit AC 0.
Yeah, that's good
You'll
enough.
still hear me,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, you can hear you.
And we do 7 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, so the one like I mentioned earlier, he was kind of hobbling. Had a knee injury, and another arrow goes flying into that weak knee. He sort of stumbles forward a few steps, manages to keep his feet. But he's got a bit of terror on his face. All right, so that was at 8.
Yeah, he's facing with JB's Jolly Bandits.
Shrin also goes at 8.
All right.
So
Go
this
do
is
it.
my second. AC 2.
That'll do it.
Nine damage.
Jesus.
Fuck,
All right.
That'll be the one that's closest.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
the same
that's-
one I hit last time.
Yeah, that's the one that Roland just cut a big
Yeah, man.
chunk of his thigh off.
I shall feast on your shin bone. Fresh. As it happens to
All right, so that was at 8. At 9, 10.
But do I get my second attack at the end of the round again?
End of the
I go-
end round.
I go
Okay.
10.
All right, they go on 10 also, but go ahead first, Doctrine.
What's closest to me as they're running by? I'm just hacking at them as they run by. I just have 2 attacks, so
Yeah,
my
I mean
shield.
there'll be one that'll kind of run right by you. We'll say I'm just gonna choose a random one.
yeah, that's fine. Just gonna hack at them for a 13 plus 5, so 18. Yeah, so 8. So yeah, I got an AC -7.
So you don't need to spend all that much time calculating. I'm just gonna tell you guys AC 3, which for the fighters is probably not too hard.
Yeah, that sounds like this one about this.
Yeah,
level, it's all
okay.
about-
Yeah, AC 3. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, just got to roll 13.
I know what I need
Really
to
should
hit now. Okay.
Rarely
And then I get my D8. So that is going to be 14 damage.
get
Or-
him.
No, hold on. 14. Yeah, 14 damage.
Do you want to? Are you dual wielding right now?
No, I have an axe and shield.
Okay. Yeah, so you chop into it, shattering one of its kneecaps.
But I do get 2 attacks.
Yeah, and it kind of goes staggering by, but it's still standing. And it takes its massive club and tries to bring it down on you. This is their turn, so 10. It tries to smash you with its massive club.
Crap.
That is AC -1. That hits
So
you?
this is a giant, right?
Yeah. Oh, you get
So he
minus
get-
40 or AC, right?
And they get -4. So to him, I'm currently
yeah?
an AC -9.
Fucking dwarfy Gamble.
Dwarf, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You just like he tries to swing his massive club down on you. It just does little to nothing, smashing into the ground as he's sort of stumbling forward. One takes a swing at Roland, who is
-2.
yeah.
I
Even with a two-handed bastard sword, just takes a step to the side, feels the breeze from the club go overhead, but doesn't make any contact. Another one takes a strike at Ashwin Strike.
Nice.
Ooh, a nat 20. Hiya!
Ouch.
I was hoping we'd get the first one. It did not happen.
To a nicer guy, it couldn't have happened.
Wow, 2d6 plus 7. Let's see.
Oh, I'll survive. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, that's not really that much.
Tried.
3, 4.
Until it
11
doubles
points.
it.
11 points of damage as you get whacked with
Just 11.
just 11.
That's quite a lot.
Natural 20.
Oh, you're right. That's well, okay. So
Oh,
add 4 to
one
that.
leg.
15 damage. 15 damage.
15.
Forgot
Okay.
to double the dice. All right. Let's see.
Barely even scratch.
JB,
We're okay, guys.
Grash. Fuck it. They're trying to run away, so they run past the other party members, and one does try to smash the Greyash, but as he brings his club down, it's too late for him to move his weapon 3 feet to the side, right? Greyash has got the displacement cloak, is that right? Am I in the right
Yeah, I still got
Okay.
that.
I just couldn't remember what game, if this is the right game. So he slams it. It looks like it's gonna slam right into Greyash, but instead it hits the ground right next to him, and Greyash appears 3 feet to the side of where he was. Oh fuck! JB gets crushed as well. I like this die here. Let's see here.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, so that's 11, 22, 7, 29 damage to JB as he
Oh,
gets crushed into a
Jesus.
tree.
So
Hey,
do I need to do anything over the fact that took over half my hit points in one shot?
Flying.
no, you
Okay.
it's only if it's 50.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably say like, "Ow."
I will give them the satisfaction.
Imagine the bruises on your body.
Getting up
All right.
with half the tree embedded in my spine, and I'm walking it off.
All right, so that was at 10. I think that
Are you
everybody has
Texan?
gone, so it's just there's second attacks for those who have it. So, Dom, let's start with you just because you're at the top of my screen. That one kind of like staggered a little bit past. You take your second attack now.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I hit the AC 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be hard for
Describe
me
your
not
kill.
to. Okay.
Describe your kill. He's got 80
All right.
points. I don't think he can do less than 8.
I actually can't. Okay,
Oh,
so
go.
He can
So-
fumble.
I could fumble, but I did not. All right, so I hit him with the axe the first time. He stumbled, tried to hit me. He misses, and I'm just gonna kind of give him the uppercut with the axe.
Oh yeah.
Just right across the chin. Just whoop. Just give him that kind of jumping, like Ken and Ryu dragon punch with an axe kind of a situation,
Nice. You split his chin in half.
and just kind of let out a battle cry because I just killed a giant.
You rock.
All right, he goes plunging to the ground. The earth shakes around you as he does. That was one end of the round attack. Let's go to you, Roland.
Right in. Second attack on the guy with the heads. A 13. Fucking hell. That's just fucking ridiculous. Okay, so 2d8. 1. Oh no. And an 8? Oh, that's not bad. 9. plus
Describe
8,
your kill.
17. Oh, I go hamstring him with a short attack, and he bends down, and then I leap up off his own knee and cut his head off.
Nice. All right. Yeah, the head goes flying, plunging and starts kind of rolling back down the hill from where they came running. Both Ashwin. Does Ashwin get a third attack? For this bow?
I don't know. Like, I've got 2 every 1. I don't know if me firing before in.
I believe
the
you do get a
initiative.
third attack because when you're specialized, it adds your 7th level, right?
Yes.
So it adds an extra attack, and the bow is already 2 attacks, so it's a third attack. So you get another attack. So go ahead and do Ashwin's third strike. Now, the one that he's been attacking is dead.
Well, that's a miss. That's AC 11 anyway. So
The arrow goes flying. JB pries himself off of the branches with surprising aplomb. And go ahead, take your second arrow shot.
All right. The one that hit me.
Yeah.
Called shot to the back of his head.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Come on.
Get it. Get it. We like it.
Do it. 19.
All right, that'll definitely hit him then. All right, so roll damage. You could kill it. I'll give you +2 to damage since you did a called shot. To
Damage
the back of his head.
9.
All right. Well, he had 9 hit points. So
Nice.
go ahead. Yeah, just describe your kill.
Splish.
Well, as this loser smacks me on his way out of town, he doesn't realize I peel myself out with no F's given. Raise my bow, pull it back. The arrow hits him just at the base of the skull and the
You.
spinal column, and he just collapsed, hopefully landing on somebody in front of him.
Ah.
He does not land on somebody running in front of him, but the other 2 remaining giants keep running on. If you'd like to chase them, you can. Or if you want to, take shots at their backs as they run away, you can do that as well.
Just for
So-
game purposes, affecting the screen, I take my heavy crossbow off and go, just sight up as they run off, and then go, because I'm unskilled and I am that. So I only use it rarely for, just to look good.
All right.
I'm not
Just
even
look
considering
good.
it. I'm going to start, if they've all gone by, I'm going to start going, mounting back up and going towards the town.
yeah, Ashwin's going to head towards the town. People
Gotta
might
see if
need
anybody's
help.
left that needs help. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So you
I-
do just that.
I throw my phoenix down and fly up and have a look around the town as well while they're doing that. Just test the damage.
Is it a phoenix?
I don't know
It's
what
not
it
a
is.
phoenix.
Cockerel.
It's the figurine of Wondrous Power, right? Is that what you're talking about? What was it? What kind of animal was it? I forget.
Oh, did I write it
Honorary
down?
Raven.
Dung beetle.
Or for
I
the
just
flying
figured
creature,
it wondrous.
the
I just put bird with thing. I just think bird.
ideas.
I'm sure it was a phoenix. Wasn't it a phoenix?
It's not
No.
a phoenix. No way it was a phoenix.
Figurine of Wondrous Power. It's a griffin.
A griffin. So you can ride it and fly it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll definitely do that then. I ride along with the guys.
All right, so you throw down the thing, and now what's interesting is that although a griffin is different than the what was it? It
Iris
was
Sphinx or whatever.
yeah the Pyrus Sphinx. It's somewhat similar, and it responds well to your commands. You jump on its back, the golden brown feathers and fur provide an easy place to grip. It caws into the air, and you leap up into the sky above your companions. The rest of you hop on horses or ponies or whatever it might be and start heading towards the town. And you're kind of the town. the pathway into town from Nulb is sort of at the comes in sort of through the actually, you know what, let me get the map up here for myself so I can better. The Village of Hommlet map is up on Roll20. I know David's already sharing that, but
I forgot to go to 20. Gonna go there.
it's not absolutely critical, to be honest with you. So the pathway that you end up
only.
Yeah, you end up coming from you're coming from the east, heading west, sort of. Well, down, south, and then to the west. And when you're finally able to start to see Hommlet, you do see some isolated fighting. And yes, there are some fires you can see, like down in the town. You can see the panorama of all of the village that you've off and on called home over the last several months as you've been exploring this region. But more than that, however, it seems as though the people in the town are celebrating. You can see like a number of them are sort of like cheering victory as humanoid monsters are running away in various directions, some of which you saw, of course, very up close and personal. You can even see that that there are members of the local militia alongside members of Burns Badgers that seem to have been fighting together, and they're
Rah.
giving embrace and camaraderie and patting each other on the backs and working together to the defense of the town.
It's a good job we played me for that shit, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're entering sort of like a strangely celebratory environment, even though that there's still isolated pockets of fighting, and there are fires. Some people are working to put out some fires here and there, but yeah, I mean, as you move into the town, you can see where where you're entering in is sort of adjacent to where the castle was being built, right? And since you've last been here, a fairly good chunk of walls have been erected, and it looked like the people in the town were using that as a sort of the defense. There also have been a couple of sort of somewhat makeshift wooden towers built around the town as well. And but yeah, I mean, so you kind of come in, you can see the wizard tower arising sort of not too far away from you, further along. What would you like to do?
Oh, can I identify these units at all, Bob? As I'm a veteran, fucking what's it called? Myrmidon. You used to have there. Myrmidon.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that there's members of Burns Badgers, the mercenary.
No, the dead
company.
ones, the dead ones, the evil one, the evil troops.
Oh, the evil troops. It seems to be a vaguely organized horde of humanoids.
No, so it's just like a rambling war party. Got ya? No, like mercenary markers or tribal markers.
So this is what I would say. It's a little more than that. In that it is it's like they seem to have had some sort of direction, although they don't really specifically have a any specific markings or anything like that. The way they attacked this town seemed a little bit more strategic than let's just slam ourselves against this wall. They seem to come in at different flanks and stuff like that. They're it perks Roland's interest, let's say. in from a military standpoint. Like, hey, like this isn't just your ordinary humanoid horde. This is something more.
Yeah,
Well,
something more intelligent than these guys would usually
Yes.
exhibit.
Oh, I have brought this penitence down upon this town, I say, and like go to the ground and drop my sword. Do a bit of hyperbole. And look anguished at the this destruction.
Whilst the orb is consistently whispering in your ear that that's what you want, what you need. You need more of this destruction.
Oh, quickly! We must check the main buildings. Somebody check the wench. I'll check the grove. My bear. I wonder if the bear's okay. I'll make my way quickly towards the grove.
Are you on the run towards the grove? Okay.
Like not run, but like hastily, like
move quickly
really,
towards
like,
the grove.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's what Roland is doing. What is? Let's go through everybody else and see what else anybody. What does? Well, what's Grey Ash want to do, David?
I want to see if there's anyone that looks like they might know where Burn is.
All right.
And ask them where Burn is.
All right. Now, Luke, I don't know if we have established much of Ashwin's backstory, but let's just say he's been here before.
Ashwin's been here to pick up supplies, but he doesn't socialize a great deal with communities, so he just kind of fades into the background, and I mean probably follows Roland to the grove, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say
most at peace.
He probably knows. He probably has met then Jaru Ashstaff, the druid of the grove. That would make sense. And Ashwin, just as a reminder, everybody, and Chris already alluded to it, has a black bear. That is his. Like companion.
Yeah.
All right,
the
cool.
Only thing that has ever beat me in wrestling.
He's a little higher level than that last fight. What's JB gonna do?
JB's gonna find someone with a familiar face and just ask them what happened. What did we miss while we were out destroying the Temple of Elemental Evil? Very loudly.
JB's Jolly Bandits have always had the common touch.
Mm-hmm.
Strange peasant. What's happening?
And then finally, what about Tuctrin?
So what I want to do is, I know there were some families here that we had dealt with, like the blacksmith's family, and some of the other merchant families and stuff. And obviously, they're not soldiers like these guys are, So I'm gonna see if I can, are any of them injured? Do they need help? Are they hiding somewhere? I'm trying to, because I also know that, these dirty human scum, Burns Badgers guys, might be taking advantage of the townsfolk as well in the aftermath. You know what I mean? Bad things happen after battles. So I'm going to go check the town out, basically.
All right. Okay.
Looking for innocence.
So So first things first. Well, we'll start with you then, Dom. So Tuctrin, starts moving around the town. There are lots of people who are in need. But it does seem like there's a cooperative. There's a spirit of cooperation that seems to pervade the town. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of line drawn between militiamen and Burns Badgers. They do seem to be working together, where there was a lot of tension before when you were last here. At this point, they seem to be working together. You notice Kalmer and Turgeon, who it's been a while since you've seen them. Just to refresh your memory, a couple of priests of from the Church of St. Cuthbert, very physically fit men walking around. They look like they've taken a couple of injuries, but they're administering to the injured, binding wounds, splinting broken bones, and offering healing spells to those who are most dire need. You also see the Candice Ide, the High Priestess, who hasn't been here. She was off doing other business. You don't really know what. But she's kind of, you can tell her by reputation. And you hear people mention her name around. You've heard her name before from Kelmer and Turgeon, and so you know who she is. But she's kind of walking around healing people. But again, like there's definitely like a spirit of cooperation right now. So even those who are injured are in fairly good spirits. There's like those who have been more severely injured are taken on makeshift stretchers up to the temple of St. Cuthbert, and then also some are being taken to the Druids Grove, where those, especially those of the Old Faith, are requesting to be taken, or they're not even really requesting to be. It's just they're kind of like, locals are just like picking them up and like taking them to the Druids Grove,
Right.
knew who they were or whatever. There is the Inn of the Welcome Wench has sort of spilled out into the street, as food and drink is sort of being served around, and it's being, people are coming and going in there. Water's being given out, buckets of water, not buckets, barrels of water being like rolled out to people. Others are actually like coming to the tavern, as like sort of a meeting spot, where people are kind of, I don't know, I want to say being given orders, but sort of being instructed by Elmo, who you've known from before. You worked with him before, the massive farmer and sort of also on the side warrior, who's you've worked with before, and then his brother Otis, the smithy from Nulb, is there as well. And that brings to mind, like, as you're looking around, you see that a lot of the farmers and townsfolk who are not part of Burns Badger seem to be pretty well outfitted in weapons that, now that you notice, have markings from Otis's smithy. It looks like he brought down a bunch of weapons to supply the townsfolk. And Elmo, seeing you, gives you a wave and an acknowledgement, a head nod, but he's kind of like busy doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, overall, if you want to help people, you can easily jump in to help. There's plenty of room for helping. But it doesn't seem like any shenanigans going on,
basically, I'm going to go to the priestess,
Mm-hmm.
who isn't normally there, who's in charge of the temple of St. Cuthbert, and I'm going to try to speak with her.
Yeah, so she's tall, short-haired, very muscular, very confident in her, in the way that she stands. You can see that she, her skin is darkened by sun exposure. Looks to be tough as nails. Seems to be smiling easy, but her eyes show a stern countenance. And as you approach, as you approach her, she says, "Good sir, have you taken wounds?"
Not this day, no. But I see many have.
He squints at you. Wait. Tuctrin? Boulderguard? The dwarf? Clangeddon? Yes, you must be.
I am.
Come, there's work to be done. I'll show you to the tent that we're keeping the most injured. They're going to need your help.
Please do. Clangeddon has shown himself to me, and we have slain the demigod in the temple. This area is now under the protection of the Silverbeard.
She seems skeptical, but she says, Well, good then. Let's go to attend to those who are in need here. We can discuss more metaphysical matters at another time.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, so she takes you to the temple of St. Cuthbert, outside of which there's been a tent set up, and there's, sort of the injured are all like lined up there, and there's plenty to do there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Greyash.
And just real quick on that, though, Rob, last thing is just trying not to scare the injured as I help heal them, because remember, my holy symbol is quite literally an axe. So just throwing that out there.
True enough. I mean, I will say this, that, once when Tuctrin moves into the tent, like, a number of the people there, like, know who Tuctrin is. They know who he is. He's famous. I mean, kind of. Like, you guys have done a lot for the town. So they know, like, it doesn't take long before, the people just are naturally comfortable around Tuctrin, even though he is a bulky weirdo,
yeah,
mountain dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's sort of, at this point, gone beyond the stereotypes that might be associated with such, just because of the connection to the town. So most are very thankful for the assistance. In fact, Dom, why don't you just take, like, we'll say, a dozen spell levels of cures.
Okay.
Just because that'll probably work. That'll probably be just be. All right, so Greyash looks for somebody who can tell him where Burn is, and there are a number of the Badgers are around, and you can see one that seems to be in charge of it. And he's given some orders, and he sees you over there, and he looks at you, you look at him, and you kind of recognize him. You've seen him before when you've been in the tower. And he says, "Oh, Greyash, you've returned. Burn will want to see you. Are your companions here as well?"
Yes. Where is Burn?
He's in the tower. He's running things from there. I'll take you to him now. He gives one more order to somebody. He says, "Hey, please take this scroll to Turgeon and let him know what we've got going on over here. Yes, come, follow me. Let's go. He'll be eager to see you and your companions."
Turgeon.
So he ushers you in that direction. As you're moving towards the tower, you see in the yard around the tower, sort of to the south end of it, parked there is Almond's wagon.
Okay.
So you see it kind of sitting out there, and as you're approaching the tower, he steps out. He walks out of the wagon. You see he's got a couple of, like, tears on his robes. He's got a bandage around his arm, but he's got a pretty large smile on his face. The bright white teeth against his dark skin. His robe hood is pulled back, and he exchanges a couple of words with one of Burns' lieutenants, and he kind of starts walking towards the tower, and he sees you. "Greyash, it's been some time.
Yes, glad to see you're doing well.
Glad to see you have returned. You had been gone so long. I had expected perhaps that you and your companions did not make it."
Not this time.
Nah, not this time. Yes, me neither. He holds up a hand, and you can see it's like he's got a big sort of splint, and he winces.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
must
fought
go
as
see
well?
the healers. Yes. Yes, I was able to use some of my magic. Although, I specialize in water-based and underwater breathing magic. So I was able to help out some with that. So we were able to to use the river to our advantage with some of my potions and some of my concoctions. And I, of course, brought some things to bear as well. But look, there is much to be done. You see the sergeant is like waiting there patiently to like take you in. And he says, I will not bother you, but we should speak. We should speak later. I assume your journeys have gone well. You have returned.
Very well. Did you ever finish your quest? Your search, wherever you needed all that water breathing? Sadly, we were not able to help you any further on that.
He says, not yet. I was drawn from Nulb here to the south by the need. The smithy, Otis, he asked if I might join them to the south. He had received a message that the town was in need. Eminently, and I felt the call of duty to come here and help. But I will go back. I have gathered all that I need, and I can bring back to my allies the things that we need to complete our quest. And I can't help, but I can't thank you enough for what you and your companions have done to help me with that. But again,
your quest did not lay within the temple itself.
Oh, no, I do not wish to. Why do you say that?
Well, it is gone, destroyed, reduced to rubble.
By Mitra, the gods bless us.
Yes. As we, at the end of our last battle, the whole place just crumbled to nothing, as if the powers that were holding up were destroyed.
This is good news. I am thrilled to hear this, and certainly Byrne and the leaders of this town will be glad to hear it as well.
I hope so.
Yes, Byrne has spoken very highly of you in my conversations with him, the brief ones that I've had.
I look forward to speaking with him.
As I'm sure he does to you as well. And you hear the sergeant clears his throat.
Yes, let's go. Let's head off.
I will see you again. And Alman takes his leave. So yeah, you head up to the tower. If you recall, you have to kind of like go up a set of stairs and then across like a bridge. Yeah. And you head on in, and the entry area, it's a hive of activity. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on there. But you can see Byrne back there, his sort of typically frenetic self, issuing orders to all the higher ranking members of the Badgers as they come in and they report to him, and he sends them back out. But then as you start to walk in, the sergeant's walking in to sort of bring you to Byrne, and he immediately notices you and smiles. Ah, you have returned! I knew it would happen. The time has finally come.
Yes.
But where are your friends? Where are your companions?
I believe they're helping around town at the moment. A bunch of them have been picked up to do tasks like healing and helping out.
Ah, I see. Well, I have gathered everything that we might need. Perhaps you could gather your friends together and we can meet in the library. There is much to discuss.
How many people are in this room? Like around this is like still a hive of people, you're saying?
There's probably like a dozen people along with him.
Certainly. I hope you know what to do. I assume you know what we need you to do.
He says, I always did. And he gives you a little wink.
Someone please kill him.
Oh, yeah.
Such a JB thing to say.
I'm so annoyed with Byrne.
He's an outside man. I shall fetch them. And I guess head back out again.
All right. And so Roland and Ashwin have headed over to the Druid's Grove. And there is like I guess I don't want to even call it a pond, but there's like a small, yeah, I guess it's a very small pond sort of at the center of the grove. And and um around the pond, like there's, this sort of like like mossy and grassy green, a soft green. Um the and surrounding that there's quite a number of trees and old growth trees. And when you get to the sort of center area, the town's hustle and bustle and all of the noise sort of diminishes. And there are a number of people lying about, sitting about on the lawn area, but they're like kind of talking in hushed tones, almost like if you're in like a library. And there's a sort of softness about the place. And there are people there. They seem to, they're injured, but they're, sipping water from gourds and from dried gourds, and they're eating berries which seem to nourish them more than just ordinary fruit would. Um, and then of course you see Jaru, his green cloak, um, shadowing his face slightly, moving from person to person, quietly, um, comforting them and enacting a couple of assistants, otherwise known as um, townsfolk who are particularly devoted to the old ways, to help him with the bandaging and care of some of the people around here. Interestingly enough, amongst the people, there is a large, of course, black bear moving amongst the people. And he's kind of sniffing at some and making various animal noises, seeming to kind of sort of speak to Jaru as he's moving from person to person.
Like the bear's like the detector, with all the worshippers.
Exactly.
So I pat him and give him some like fucking cold meat in my pocket, because I always got cold meat on me.
It seems as though to you that, perhaps some of the humanoids who attacked the town were using vile poisons. And the bear seems to have a particular sense of poison detection. And so he's sniffing it out and drawing Jaru's attention to those who need more immediate medical attention, lest they succumb to the vileness that has been injected into their bodies. But Jaru eventually notices you, Roland, and Ashwin, who he's spoken with on many occasions around the fire at night near this pond, and he walks over. Roland, Ashwin, it is good to see that you have returned.
As winter crawls around, so do I. I say, typical greeting that I have as a worshipper.
And from the melting of the ice comes the spring's dawning once more. I greet you well, Roland, Ashwin. There is much to be done. Do you come here for succor, or do you come here for service?
I beg a swig of wine. Well, the town has been attacked, has it not? We've come to see first if you need military aid. I am little, but I know 1,000 ways to kill a man, but not one to heal him. Yet, I have further news. We have destroyed the temple, and therein Clangadon appeared. There is much to be talked of. I'll reveal to it, because I am a worshipper, aren't I? Like, I am pretty much on Jaru's side. So I'll show him the orb. but not like the all like like I'll briefly show him a bit of it.
His eyebrows go up. Oh, a vile thing of great darkness.
Indeed, you must be my counsel. When I come to give it over, I cannot keep it much longer. I am thinking it must be bound around my hand somehow with holy things and put in magical boxes of binding. So I'm literally on about chopping my hand off.
He says, "Ah, yes. You have taken on a great burden by carrying such a thing. I dared not touch it lest it corrupt me as well. I can see it upon your face that you have undergone changes, and it has taken its toll on you." He lays a hand on you. He says, "You have done something difficult for us all. Although you have struggled with your nature at times, know that you have done something important, something that few could have done. And for that, we owe you much thanks and appreciation." The bear you hear goes, "Forgive me, my son. I must attend to this man. Poison has been brought into this camp."
Right. Well, I'm going to stalk away over towards the church then, towards St. Cuthbert's.
All right. He says, "Ashwin, I am sorry we had little time to talk, but please let us reconnect while you are still in town before you make your next sojourn into the forests."
Of course. This is, after all, my preferred place to be in this town. It seems rowdy out there.
It is.
And
I could use your help if you're willing.
I'm always willing to help the light.
He nods. All right. So Roland goes off to the temple. Ashwin begins to help Jaru, and JB sees a couple of guys just kind of like leaning up against one of the walls, and some of Burns' Badgers were former bandits and weren't necessarily like the best of guys, and they're kind of like keeping a little bit to the shadows. Basically, they're kind of trying not to have to do any work.
Mm-hmm.
JB saunters over towards them, or maybe sneaks over towards them.
It sounds like a JB thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, he just suddenly appears next to them.
Yeah, and you can you hear he walks up on him. He's like, "Take a look at this here," and he kind of shows this wicked, jagged looking sword, obviously owned by some sort of humanoid before. And the other one goes, "Ah, good score, my friend." And then the guy says, "Well, to the victors go the spoils, as they say." And they both laugh.
Y'all been busy, huh?
Well, yes, haven't we all been? That was quite an attack. You see much action there?
We just caught the horde leaving after we destroyed the Temple of Elemental Evil. Everybody here okay?
JB? One of them nudges the other. You mean
In the
like
flesh.
the JB?
In the flesh.
The other one says, "JB's jolly bandits." I can't believe it. In the flesh. You made it back. So you really destroyed that temple? Must have been a lot of loot.
Enough.
Enough, eh? One looks to the other one.
Oh, there was enough.
So, back in town, things have changed a lot around here. We're on the up and up now.
Yeah, tell me about it. Now that I've saved the town, looking for a new job.
Well, I'm sure Byrne will be happy to underpay you for your services.
That's all right. I'll make sure to even out the daily wages. Don't need to let him know.
Yeah, but that's the thing, says the other one. He always seems to just know. You can't really get around him. I think it's that one Rufus, that barbarian. The other one nods. Yeah, he might look like he's drunk all the time, but I don't think he really is. He seems to catch a little too much. Mm-hmm. We've seen that one before. I've run that scam myself.
Haven't we all?
True
Certainly
enough.
is. It certainly works well to be the person that nobody's looking at.
Yeah. But it's not all bad, says the other one. I mean, at least you don't feel like somebody's gonna stab you in the back all night long.
That's true.
The other one says, yeah. The other one says, yeah, it's been a while since I had to vomit in the alley and sleep in it overnight. True.
Carry on, boys, carry on. And just remember, a good friend will stab you in the front.
It's true. They both nod sagely.
Before I leave them, I'm going to double check my own belongings, make sure they didn't try to filch anything from me. Very nonchalantly. I don't think they did, but
Yeah, no, you haven't got anything stolen. Yeah. And about that time, so all of you kind of do your various things, and after a while, Grey Ash comes up to each of you and gathers you all together. What's your general sales pitch, Grey Ash?
I insist that it's at the church, so I refuse to now leave the church, as I've got the relic, and I'm not leaving the church. So if they want to meet, it's going to be at the church.
All right. Roland and Tuctrin are both going to be at the Church of St. Cuthbert anyway. So why don't we start there? So Grey Ash starts going around looking to gather everybody together to meet with Burn.
Mhm.
And he finds his
fair
way...
enough. To meet Burn? Yeah, okay. Go on.
Yeah.
Then. I don't mind just releasing agency and just being in that scene then, if you want. Rather than...
No, you guys are at the temple. It's fine.
Okay.
No. I'm saying, and so you're at the temple. Tuctrin's at the temple as well because he's doing healing work. So Grey Ash will gets word that Roland and Tuctrin are at the temple. Rolling up to the temple, what is Roland doing? Is he just sitting in a pew, praying, or what is he? How is he sort of processing?
I've grabbed Turge on,
pew.
even if he's busy, and I've grabbed Tuctrin in a moment when there can be. I've retreated to the main altar in the cathedral, with the relic, and I say, I fear it. It tempts me beyond. It's the nature I cannot resist. It's best I stay in a holy place. And
right.
I know this is coming later, but I say, if needs be, I will go elsewhere, but only with your blessings. It is not safe. At least it's safe here within the cathedral walls.
This is exactly what Grey Ash walks into at this moment. We'll say. So Tuctrin, Roland has pulled you and Turgeon into this. There's you can see the statue of Saint Cuthbert there. This sort of mustachioed man with his sort of signature cap, full armor on, a sculpture right up at the top of the altar. There's this sort of raised dais, and there's pews leading back. This is where they conduct services, but right now it's become sort of a triage sort of area, an extended sort of triage area. And Grey Ash, you walk in and you kind of see this Turgeon is again, he's like this fit, athletic, blonde hair, blue-eyed priest of Saint Cuthbert. He's wearing this hat He's got this sort of long blonde mustache, look meant to mimic that of his deity. I mean, his robes are at this point sort of like covered with blood. He's not wearing his armor, right? Well, no, he probably is wearing his armor because he was fighting earlier, so he's still got his armor on. Um, and there's like blood on his clothes and on his hands. Roland's this artifact. Yes, I see. Quite powerful.
Indeed.
Tuctrin, what have you seen? What effects have you seen on Roland here as he's held this? He seems to be quite disturbed by having it in his possession.
This powerful relic is it seems to want to draw out the worst in what you would do. If you would maim, you might kill. If you would hurt, you might severely injure. It corrupts you. It tempts you. Roland is strong enough to fight it, but there are limits. It needs to be destroyed. We don't know the full potential of what it could do, or what it will do, or what it might do.
What a waste.
But it needs to be destroyed to finally put an end to this evil that corrupted the entire temple. I have a theory on how, but I do not know if it's true.
We must turn to the wizard Byrne. He will know how to research to destroy it. But in the meantime,
we should also, the priestess of St. Cuthbert should be involved as well.
All should be involved. This is what I am saying. I will not release. It is nearly impossible for me to release now. It must be severed from my hand. And then bound, tattooed, covered in holy balm, soaked in metals, so it cannot be touched until you can find out how to destroy it. I cannot afford to wait. I'll raise my sword up as if I'm going to chop my hand off, holding the orb.
Greyhawk is there too,
Stay
by
your
the way.
hand.
Okay. Don't be so hasty.
Stay your hand. We will destroy this orb.
There are ways. Tuctrin is correct. Greyash as well. The magician Byrne, he has, I admit, rubbed me the wrong way initially. But as we've come to work with him, he does care about this place. And he possesses great intellect regarding matters of magic. I will say that the Canonicity Day, who is come back to town, may have some input as well. But from what I understand, Byrne has been researching such artifacts for some time. At least hear him out, I would say. Besides, we have much on our plate right now. Although I am concerned about that object that you possess, of more eminent need are the people who are injured and bleeding in the tent outside.
I cannot wait.
You
can heal my hand later.
Healing those people outside is nothing compared to destroying this evil. You'll heal them just for them to be consumed by the evil from this skull.
Perhaps you're right. This, however, seems to be your quest. My quest is to care for those who are a part of my community, a community which I have spent years working with and being a part of. It's my duty to help them. First,
and I understand. Then do so. Greyash, do you believe you could bring Byrne to the temple?
I believe so. He wanted us to meet in his library, where I assume he probably has stuff that he wanted to use, but
Very well.
we can just transport it
then
here.
let us go there. We need the druid and we need the priestess.
Yeah, let's
Well.
flex them up, Bob, and try and make our way to Burns. If we can't, because they're busy, then we don't. Or if they're not there when we get there.
Well, I'm hoping that when they're in the presence of the skull, they're going to go, "Oh shit! I feel that evil radiating off of that big giant skull of all that is evil."
I pulled down a sash.
I mean, it might radiate harder than JB. Maybe.
You know the cathedral, the cathedral cloth that they have on the altar.
Mm-hmm.
I pull that off and wrap it around my hand, holding the orb, and tie it up with some like vestry fucking cord.
I actually don't hate that idea. I'm gonna cast a bless spell on it. I'm blessing for Clangeddon to protect him from the pull of this evil.
Roland, you hear in your head. Why?
I laugh manically back, and I'll say, "Soon my hand will be severed from my body, as you know. Now I can no longer bear it, nor hold it. Like it won't let me drop the orb now. I don't think. So
what you hear in your head? What pain has this caused you? It has not caused you pain. You've convinced yourself of something that doesn't exist. It has given you power. It has given you control over things which no mere mortal has had control of before. It has given you the ability to rule."
I focus on the bless from Clangeddon.
All right, so you begin to move
Quickly,
back towards
lead me out
Burns.
To Burns quickly before this is getting worse.
And on your way there, you pass once more through the Druid's Grove, and Ashwin is there doing important work, helping out and the like, and you see Jaru again, but this time it's not just Roland, it's Grey Ash and Tectrin, and he says, "You have returned. Is your need so dire?" He looks at your hand wrapped in a religious vestment, and
we must seek neutral counsel as well as good. Come, you must be part of this decision. What happens with the orb? For soon it will be bereft of my body as I cleave it from my hand.
he looks at your hand, he looks at your group, and he says, "I will trust you in this, Roland. You have proven yourself." He says, "My charge seems at ease now." And you can see like people are just kind of lounging around in sort of like a twilight state. Sort of partially. "Come, Ashwin, we must come with me. Although you have spent little time with this group, I think it is important that you are there as well. And I would value your companionship on this as well, too."
I agree. Until that orb is destroyed, I do not believe my quest is yet complete.
All right, and as you're moving further towards Burns, now that you've gotten your group together, you see kind of JB moving away. Like, he just kind of emerges out of the shadows. He's got a bit of a smile on his face as he kind of comes around a corner, and you can see like that a number of Burns Badgers and militiamen have sort of gathered in a group along the I don't know, I guess like just north of the wall, the semi-completed wall of the castle. And you can see Canonessy Day, the tall woman, is there like talking to them. And when you get a little bit closer, you can hear her. She is. It sounds like she's giving a blessing. And when you look down, you can see that in front of her, there are 6 forms covered in like white sheets. bodies of the dead, essentially. And it seems as though these particular badgers and these particular militiamen were related in some way to the fallen. And she's giving a, I don't want to say it's not entirely neutral. It's definitely like Saint Cuthbert heavy, but there's still some level of she doesn't completely ignore the fact that some of these people were followers of the old faith. And you keep your distance respectfully. And when she's finished with her eulogy, a couple of her assistants pick up the bodies and begin to take them to the temple.
Okay.
And she turns to start walking back towards the temple herself, and she sees you all there, and she says, actually, she goes to touch her, and she says, I thought that you were helping us out with some of the healing that we needed done up at the temple.
I did, but a bigger evil has presented itself again, and it will swallow this entire town whole if we do not deal with it soon. And then all of the healing will be for nothing.
What evil is this?
True wisdom.
And I point at Roland's hand covered in a cloth with a blessing on it.
She looks at it for a second and squints. I sense there's a blessing, but I sense something much more powerfully evil underneath. Yes, okay. Very well. What do you wish of me?
There is a way to destroy this relic. I do not know the way. I have a theory, but I believe that Byrne may have knowledge in his library that may assist us, and we may need his magics as well. And between Grey Ash and Byrne, yourself and the druid, and myself and my meager skills, if they're useful, we may combine be able to destroy this relic and end the evil, finally, that corrupted the temple, and save everyone in this town.
That works for me. I must speak with Byrne on other matters as well, anyway. Come, let us go. And she starts walking like she's the leader.
She could feel that way if she
I mean, she does have that presence. I mean, she has a very high charisma.
She's human, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I'm just thinking humans think very highly of themselves anyway.
She'll be dead before your middle age. So she leads the way, and
I've got nose hair older than she is.
And she sort of browbeats her way, in much in contrast to Jaru, who is as humble as can be. She exudes sort of strength, determination, confidence. Jaru is more humility, empathy, understanding.
And he has a bear. Sorry.
The bear did not come along. The bear
I love the bear.
The bear is the best. But you all eventually end up back in Byrne's sort of main study, yeah. Which you can see there's that giant table there. It's still pretty crowded in here, though it's a little less so. It's been probably an hour, Grey Ash, since you were here. And he says, you have returned. Good. And you're all here.
Before we go in, JB is going to pull Tuxton off to the side and say to him, if Rufus is in there, don't take your eyes off Rufus. Just
understood.
And just leave it at that. And JB is going to do the same.
Don't take your eye off what?
Rufus.
Ah.
Yes, and so you see Byrne, and then that alerts your attention to Rufus, who, he's sitting in the corner, and he's leaning back in a chair that's leaning against the wall. He's got a flask in his hand, and he's, hey, it's you. It's always you. And he takes another swig out of the flask, of the flagon, And then Byrne just kind of shakes his head and turns back towards you, and he says, "And you've brought some friends, I see."
Hmm.
The canonist says, "Yes, Byrne, I have things we must discuss, but they require my help as well."
I draw closer to Byrne drinking his alcohol as the orb is telling me to just take it off.
Jaru says, "Yes, my Roland has long been one of the more devout followers of the old faith, and he has asked my help in this matter, so I am here for him." "Very well. Come, let's go to the library. I have found things that you might find quite interesting." So you all head down to the library. Grey Ash has spent quite a bit of time here, and things are much like they have been before. There's a couple of tables down there, some glow lamps, magical glow lamps to illuminate things sort of in a soft glow, and really plenty of space to spend, to learn, and read whatever you need. The walls are filled with books, and but on the tables are a number of various old scrolls and new books, all kind of like laid out and open to specific pages and things like that. He says, yes. You've brought the skull, then, I assume. He looks over at Roland. Are you holding it right now?
I'll like lift up my hand and I nod. As you can see, like evil flickering across my face.
Just think, Roland, you could control all of these people with that orb.
You like this?
Is that being schizophrenic? I'm joking. Okay.
No, I think that would be perfect and probably what it would say.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking tortured souls of previous owners speaking to me. Shit. Okay, no, it needs to be severed from my body. I cannot hold it, yet I cannot let it go. It must be bound and put in place somehow until it can be researched to be destroyed.
Well, I've got good news. I apologize for my manipulations, but things needed to be done that needed to be done. And building connections with the traders was an important part of that. And he starts going over to the paperwork. He says, over the months, while I gave you a hard time and made it so that way you felt that you needed to do certain things, I was doing other things. Gathering information about how we might finally destroy this orb once you had retrieved it. And believe it or not, I gave you a better than 50-50 odds that you might actually be able to do this thing. Fortunately, it's not too difficult if you have the information at hand. He shows you, he says, here I found some information about the gem pertaining to air. It made it clear that a wind of 50 miles an hour or more must be used upon the skull.
Ooh.
Quickly thereafter, and he moves over to another book, an old dwarven scroll, actually. The skull must be struck by a maul made out of solid granite, dwarven forged. Here, you can see a picture of one. Next, a very hot flame must be exposed to it. And he shows another volume. And then finally, the skull must be immersed in water so cold that should it be even a fraction colder, it would become ice. I have gathered these things in the room below, my experimentation chamber. It is ready for us to destroy whenever you are ready. But
I've
you
pushed
must
past
be
everybody.
ready.
Yeah.
I stumble down the stairs like as a guard blocks me, or whatever. You know what I mean? Were you madman? Pushes me back.
No, there's no guards.
I
The
stumble through the stairs.
Now let us.
Somebody stops me.
yeah, Burn comes following behind you, and so does EA
Yes.
and
Let us hurry.
Jaru. So the chamber below here, and I'll open up the map here. Let's see. Wait. Here. It's gonna open up this whole thing. It's all the way at the very bottom, you guys. So if you scroll all the way down, you can see it. A number of things have been sort of moved to the side, and there is an earthen cavern that's been sort of dug out below that he has created for a chamber for destroying this object. You stumble down the stairs and you can see that there is a heavy steel door leading into that earthen chamber. He says, "Wait! Do not go in yet. You must be prepared.
I rest against the wall.
You must be prepared.
I
Come."
back off. Away from the
Once
door
you-
towards him.
The door is a chamber of wind. Once you move within, the wind will be fierce. You must push through using all your might. Within the room, at the back of the room, there is a pool of water. Once you get before the pool of water, you will see two objects. Three, really. An anvil upon which sits the granite maul, next to which is a cauldron, within which there is an ever-burning flame. Behind those there is the pool of water, precisely the temperature as I have prescribed. You must do them in the correct order. The wind will be natural. Walking through the room with the skull exposed will expose it to the wind. Then you must place the skull upon the anvil and strike it with the maul. From there, pick the skull up, drop it into the flame. Then you must reach your hand into the scorching flames, which will burn you. And from there, cast it into the cold, nearly freezing water. Should you do this, the skull will be destroyed. You will take an injury, perhaps one that is permanent. But the skull will be destroyed. Are you prepared for this?
It must be done quickly before it's overcome. And I'll just like go and like reveal the skull.
Let us-
It's got to be.
Let us finish this.
All right, he takes out his ring of keys.
Uh,
Okay, let's see here.
Good job, I didn't chop my hand off then. Flipping it.
yeah, it'd been inconvenient.
All right, so he takes out his ring of keys and he inserts one in the lock. And he turns the key and he opens the door. And you can hear this sound like a surging wind, but it's not blowing out of the door. But carefully observed, if you look through the door, like just where you're standing, you can see like bits of dust and such are swirling like crazy on the other side of the doorway.
Gosh.
When you are ready, do it. Remember, wind, stone, fire, water. If you do not do it in that order, you will not destroy the skull.
Wind, stone, fire, water.
I understand. Wind, stone, water. I stumble towards the door. I look round actually at my companions. I'll just nod at them like.
Let's do this, Roland.
And I suppose then at that point I reveal the orb properly in my hand and like just thrust my hand into the wind and walk forward and try and protect my eyes with my other like arm.
Okay, so like he reveals the skull and starts to move, and you can see like Roland doesn't know that this is happening, but when he starts to move, you can see like his face takes on a very dark and evil aspect. Like all of you have kind of noticed that as Roland has been carrying this object, his face has turned from. It's become more like his smile has become more of a sneer. His steely gaze has become more of like a disdainful glare. His nostrils flare in anger. His face goes, red with rage. And all of that is sort of like twisting his features as he steps in. All right, go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength? Well, I've got 1872, so what's that?
Yeah, so just don't roll a 19 or higher.
Got ya. 15.
All right. It's hard, but you push your way into the room, and you start to make your way down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm following right behind him.
All right, you need to make a strength check as well.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 5.
All right, so you're standing right behind him. You hear in your head, Roland. Maybe not in your head. This is a mistake. Do not give up this power. Think of what I can give you. All right, so you move through the chamber, and as you move around the curve, you can see the anvil as it was described. A massive stone maul. Granite maul atop it. Next to it is a cauldron, out of which you can see a very hot flame burning up, almost like a bit of a pillar of flame coming out of the cauldron. What does Roland do?
I stumble forward, going, "Be quiet, soon. You will be gone forever." I laugh back at him like, and now I laugh. And I'll put the skull on the anvil.
Yep. I'm gonna go right for the maul to smash it.
Latu, Barata.
Nickel.
All right, let's go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, that's a 15.
All right, yeah, you hit
Plus
it.
Whatever.
You bring them all down onto it. You
And
will
then-
not be rid of me. You will be rid of yourself.
Cast
You
it
will
into the
lose
fire.
everything. You will
Yeah.
lose the strength that you need to survive
Quickly
this
grab it.
world.
And just put my hand in the fire, my left hand. Silence, I say.
I love it.
All right, make a saving throw versus spells.
Spell. Holy shit.
And Rob on the side, just FYI,
Uh-huh.
because I know we had to do this process. If I see him hesitate even a little bit to put his hand in the fire or in the water, I'm going to put it in there for him because I currently have a 19 strength.
Okay.
FYI.
Did you make your save versus spells?
I haven't rolled yet
19?
because of the the drama. 1 sec. It's a 9, but I've got a +2 ring. So that's 11. What's saving throw? I don't know. I haven't written down. I've rolled an 11.
For a fighter level, what, 9?
9.
Yeah, that should be more than sufficient.
Is it?
What'd you roll?
A 9 +2 for.
Oh, you rolled a 9?
ring.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So you take 18 damage then. Would have been 37. You take 18 damage. Your left hand as you put it in there. And you can hear like a screaming in your head now, like a painful scream. And you pull your hand back out. The skull is now like a red gold, almost like it's been cleansed in a way, and it's just shimmering. It's glowing brightly, but it seems to be sucking in all light, like almost as if like everything else around is darker. It's scorching hot in your hand. I mean, it's like holding the hottest thing you've ever held. It's almost, it's like you can if you didn't make your saving throw versus spells, you could not literally hold on to it. So you're like, it's taking everything that you possibly can to hold on
Throw
to
it in
right now.
into the water.
Let's go into the
so
water.
You're throw into the water.
Death to you. Oh shit! I'll just like throw it in. Join your temple.
It hits the water, and you can hear this like sort of screaming like in your head, just like ripping through. Make a saving throw versus death magic.
Ooh. 13 +2.
Okay, yeah,
15.
you made it. You. It takes all of your will to stay conscious, as you feel like it's almost trying to drag your own spirit down along with it into the water, but slowly but surely, the screaming quiets, and the metal of the skull begins to sort of spread out and expand out like just a sheen of gold on the surface of the water, and little bits and pieces of the gems kind of float out amongst it, and the voices are gone from your head. You feel a quiet,
I drop
as
to my knees.
the freedom of it is finally there. The object is gone from you. You look down at your hand, scarred, probably forever, from holding that. From holding the skull. In fact, let's just say
skull scar in my palm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there's like the eyes and the nose. Like it, like you put your hand up, you can see the skull, like looking back at you as you put your hand up. But you're free from the skull. But you will be forever scarred. Over the course of the adventure, Roland lost 3 charisma points.
Shit.
So subtract 3. I just was keeping track of it. I wasn't going to tell you because I didn't want to influence your usage of the object.
I'm charisma 4.
I was going to say, didn't Roland already have no charisma?
Yeah,
7.
well, when to evil creatures, though, his charisma was 20.
He's never looked better.
Oof.
Charisma 4. Fucking hell.
He paid a great price.
Brilliant.
Down on his knees, Roland sits there, looks in at his hand. The wind is just blowing over the two of you.
Ever mentioned scarred, man?
And then the wind stops. And Burn, Ide, Jaru, along with Grey Ash, Ashwin, and JB, the hero, which is not true, come walking in as well. to stand around Roland. The
So
Orb of Golden Death destroyed. Your adventures in the Temple of Elemental Evil come to a close. Dun dun dun.
done.
Wow.
And at that moment, I offer my hand down to Roland to help him up and say, JB is gonna cry. I'm just looking at the pool of melted thing.
Never
Well, that
even
was
got
ice
to hold
pop.
it.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Oh,
Now,
dude.
yeah, that was good. So, I mean, I'm just going to give everybody another 10,000 XP all around, 50,000 for destroying the object. So 10,000 all around, and then let's see. So 315, another 3,000 each for defeating the giants.
Wow.
And I'll just give you guys full hit dice, even though they weren't really full. That was 12 times 5, 60 hit dice.
60 hit dice. What was the other ones? 10k for the thing.
10,000
3K
for the thing,
XP.
3,000 each for the and then 60 hit dice.
Okay, wiki.
Well, if I was accepting XP, I'd have leveled up off of that.
Why aren't you accepting XP?
Phew, I didn't
So-
think I'd be able to get rid of that. Oh, sorry, go on.
Bit of the backstory that I never got round to getting into is Ashwin was there to do the specific task of destroying the temple because he'd allowed somebody to come to harm in the past, which
Oh.
led to him almost being stripped of being a ranger. So that sets your level at whatever, and you can't earn XP until you've completed such a great quest to redeem yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's a great background story. Well, that was a lot of fun, you guys. Seriously, that was I honestly, like, you know, there's just something incredibly satisfying, like, as a game master, to run an entire, like, a campaign to a satisfying conclusion. Like, there's just something very nice about that. So I appreciate all of you, just for sticking with me. I mean, especially, you know, I mean, you know, David, Dom, and Pete coming from the beginning, but then, you know, Luke and Chris just, you know, coming in, joining us. And honestly, and I don't think I'm alone in feeling this way. I'm so grateful that those other players quit and you guys came
Yeah.
on. I actually think
Yeah,
it was
no,
a better fit. Like, it was a better game with you guys.
It's been super fun, guys.
Chris and Luke were an upgrade in every single way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not,
yeah.
like I said, I'm
Thanks,
not going to
guys.
say that everybody else that we played with was just horrible in every aspect, but
I
I think
will.
we all gel more.
Agreed. I'm not. It's not anything negative about those other players. I'm not saying it that way. I just think it was like such a good fit with you guys coming in. Like,
It's
it
really
was
nice
really a
just
good
to-
fit.
To be welcomed in, allowed to do our
Yeah.
thing a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
super
difficult
fun, guys.
joining an already built party and picking up as if you're all friends and just getting on with it, but it was fun. I enjoyed it and want to do some more.
Yeah, definitely have to carry on. This is our crew. Like,
Yeah.
it's
We're gonna
something
take a
new to Hell
break for a
Knight.
little while. We're gonna
mean-
take a little break. I think fighters will start in the new year.
Can I
And
roll my like fighter stuff? Like what?
Oh,
tricks
yeah.
and things?
yeah, so we'll I want to do so. What I was kind of thinking is that we start the new campaign in the new year. But in the in between, I'd like to, and I've talked a little bit with Chris about this, but in the in between, I wanted to do downtime stuff. And like, because a lot of you, like Chris, I know is interested, but I am also really interested in this. So I'll give you like a little bit of an insight into what my thinking is for the Queen of Spiders. It's like, first of all, Queen of Spiders is cool. It's cool, but it's got some problems.
Hmm.
And
Agreed.
one of the problems is that there's a big rail that runs right through the middle of it. And I don't really want to have you guys on rails at high level. Like, it's one thing when you're lower level and it's like, like you kind of just do that. I want to open the game up a little bit. And I think, like, so one of the things is I want to pull it off the rails and not just have it be like a super straightforward adventure necessarily. Like, give you guys a little bit more freedom to do stuff that you want to do. And then coming along with that is the name level stuff, like where you get henchmen, followers.
You could do a little bit in between. You could do Giants campaign, G1, 2, 3.
Well, that's part of it.
That leads nicely into X1, 2, and 3, or whatever it's called.
Well, the Queen of Spiders includes the Giants.
Ah,
Nice.
oh yeah, in the pre-campaign.
Now, we can talk about this more offline, Pete, but I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I'm happy to have you continue if you'd like, but I'm not gonna ask you to give up your book thing. But if you're gonna continue the book thing, you can't keep playing. It's an inconvenience, I will say. And I mean, it's I kind of let it go because it was, we were already in mid-campaign and everything like that, but it's not really like convenient for me as a parent to say there is 1 week out of every month that we just simply cannot play.
Can we change the day?
Thursdays is really good for me. I think it's good for
Okay.
David too, right? Am I not mistaken? Am I right about that, David? It's like your perfect day of the week.
It's like I could do other days, but Thursday's the best one, really.
Yeah, and so it's Thursday's really convenient for me. I already have it worked out with my wife too, like where I can play on Thursdays. Like, she will watch the boy every Thursday for me. I do some other, every now. Dom plays with me on a Dragonlance game, and we've actually been doing that on Fridays every now and then. But that's really like a monthly game, so it's not like I'm asking my wife every weekend to watch my son on Friday night. So Thursdays are really good. So I mean, you don't have to say anything about it now. Just think about it. What do you want to do? I'm also considering adding one other person. I've been speaking a bit with one of my closest friends who I've been gaming with for over a decade, Amanda, who Dom also knows.
Oh, y'all have fun with Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda is
a werewolf.
It's true.
She is a werewolf.
He tells no lie.
It's a very funny running joke we've had in our games for like forever. But Amanda's great. Like, I've been playing with Amanda forever. She's like one of my favorite people to play with, like Dom, like you guys actually, but Dom and Amanda and we play games like basically every game that we play, we're like, the three of us will do it. And then other people will do it sometimes too. So I've been talking to her. She is burned out on D&D, but she's also loves playing in our games. So I think she's a little bit challenged with it, but she's going to join our group chat and sort of talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, feel it out between now and next year.
Yes, exactly. Because we're not going to start until the new year. I need a break because I think Chris is going to run some Hell Knight.
Yes, Hell Knight.
Need to run 3 parts. It's in 3 parts, but I don't want to do your heading if you don't like the first one. It should be fast. It can't be written because the players help decide the story in roles. So
nice.
Once you get your characters done, it gets burning rubber 80s.
And are we thinking to do that in 2 weeks?
Whenever you can all play, and if that's a suggested date, I'm happy to play.
You're welcome, Pete. Vacation coming up on the 27th through to around the 3rd, I believe. So in 2 weeks, I'm actually busy for that week.
Oh, shit. Would you mind if we played without you and you join in after? On that
Of
win?
course. No, you guys play, have some fun, and I'll jump in after.
Yeah,
Let me-
because she's from
let me check
hell,
my
so you
calendar.
can just
Two weeks.
You can just
Oh yeah,
appear
that works
across
because
and-
Ghostfires is on the 23rd. So yeah, that works. So we're talking about the 30th.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm open on the
Thursday
30th.
the
Yeah.
30th.
Yeah, I'm good.
I
For
haven't
that.
made my character yet, but I know I'm going to do one of the Fallen. So,
Yep, I made mine. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Well, look, I'm going to shut the live stream down now. So, real quick, I just wanted to say for people who fucking watch this thing the whole way through,
Oh, 100%.
or even if
Nuts.
not, amazing, you guys. Seriously, like, it's so cool. Like, we're just friends playing a game. It's not, this isn't like, this is by no means any sort of professional thing. That being said, I am going to try to talk to Luke to maybe make it a little bit nicer for the next round when we do spiders. Because
We've only been
apparently-
saying that for 3-4 months.
Yeah, but this is different now. We'll be doing something different. So I wasn't inclined to change it after we had already gotten going. But now I feel like maybe it's a good time to revisit it. So we'll talk about that. But guys, really, anybody that played along, watched along with us, I mean, come on, y'all, like really appreciate it. So that's really cool. What a compliment to us. People comment and stuff like that and be a part of it. Derek, I know this guy has been really kind of engaged and everything like that. Just so cool, man. Like for everybody that's been a part of it. So, but I'm gonna shut off the live stream and we can stay on here. I don't have to be anywhere right now. So, thanks for watching. And if you are watching, then we'll see you in the new year. Queen of Spiders. A lot of these characters will be continuing. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them will be. So.